It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. We're back on the air.
We're back. We're starting again.
Yes. Now, you do know there is a speaker button there, smiley, and you can turn my sound down on my pod. See where it says speaker? Just look at that button. You can turn it down. You got to touch nothing else. Nothing else. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Facebook is doing something funky with my phone, so I can't share it out. I don't know what it's doing.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It has a whole description.
Maybe you're in jail.
I'm not in jail. It says, do I want to edit my page? I said, okay, but not now. And it's still doing it. Anyway, so help me out, all our friends that are watching the show today, if you can do me a favor, because sharing is caring, just share it out.
Share it out.
Let people know that we're on the air and having a little fun.
You check our stream, please.
Why?
Because why?
Stream
because
is
I
fine.
asked you to.
It's
Wait,
red.
it's not fine, though. See? It's a little choppy, is why I ask. Is it red?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Thank you
Shut
very
down
much.
shut down the picture.
All right,
I
let's
don't
see
know
what
what the
happens.
problem
Happy
is.
Wednesday to you. It is a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe show. And you see us on a few cups of coffee. You see a few mugs lined up here because we have the honor and privilege of doing Drive Time live now at 9 a.m. on WWNN. So we air live mornings from 9 until 10 on 95.3, 96.9, 103.9 FM and 1470 AM, and then we do our afternoon show from 12 to 2, and then we roll right into our evenings and Saturday nights. So we are in the studio quite a bit. We're very special thank you to the milk guy that came today and restocked our coffee machine. And we had an amazing show at 9 o'clock. We had Dr. Strang Lynette with us today. We talked about Airbiotics, which is a probiotic for the air. And they have been a sponsor with us for many years. And this is an amazing product that we're able to now bring forward again. It cleanses the air, it cleanses surface, it puts a protective barrier, and it kills the germs and everything that are causing different viruses. It helps your respiratory system. This is a personal airbiotic, so you just 30 seconds on your face twice a day. Feel that. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
And then we have the AirBot, we have a room, one that does the room 4 times a day. It goes off in the system, and they can also program it to go right through your air conditioning. And it's spectacular. We have the science. Everything is coming in from overseas, and it's just an amazing, amazing product that we can get into your hands. So what we always like to do here in the cafe is share it out, educate, share the options, because so many of these other cleaners that are now off the shelves are killing everything, including the good bacteria as well as the bad. So we got to rethink that, because I did stock up on 4 cans of Lysol that I'm waiting, that I got price gouged on Amazon. And then Lynette came and said they've got cleaners, they've got all probiotic, scent-free products that are available, soaps, and the science of how bacteria go down, the microbes, everything needs to do. So contact us for more information. Our phone lines are open, thanks to Jive, 888-994-4995. Freddie was Dr. Corona today. He was looking for a Corona beer to go with his microphone. You having fun over there? To go with his mics and his hat and his
We're
gloves.
trying to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I was Dr. Corona today because all my buddies says that the coronavirus is destroying the Corona stock, the beer stock.
I know.
So,
they said it's down like 38%, right?
I had this. I had the doctor's jacket on. Yeah, it's like 48%.
It was hot in here this morning. You had all kinds of things going.
I
You
was
had the
sweating.
air back. You had a lot of things.
And then I busted a hole
That's what happens.
in my cover-up.
Your picture of you pumping your gas with the glove on.
Yes, if you go to the gas station, they have gloves now. And what you want to do,
Okay, so that. Thank you very much. What
that's
is
how you
wrong
put it
with-
on.
But you just had them on.
No, this is a brand new
Oh,
set.
shoot. Because I'm thinking you got the gloves, you've been touching everything, and now you're blowing it on me.
Unbelievable. I took them off when I went to the bathroom. Word to the wise, do not wear rubber gloves when you go to the bathroom. It just doesn't work out
Those your
well.
gloves I found in the garbage can in
Yes,
there?
they were. Yes, they were. What are you, looking people's garbage?
I
What's the
went,
matter
I
with
went to
you?
the bathroom like, whose purple gloves are in the hair? But I guess somebody was using them, so it was a good thing.
That's the horrible thing about having one bathroom here, because guys, you got to be neat.
You got to be.
Normally,
I know.
the stuff you will find in there, watch out.
And look at this. This is the AirBot. This is amazing. So the diffuser, you see there's one on your computer. It cleans the computer screen. It cleans surfaces. She's coming back to fog. She calls herself the mother fogger.
Motherfucker.
That's a great
Wait,
line.
can you use it on your phone?
Yes,
On my
you
phone.
can. You get anything right on surfaces. It
Nice.
cleans
I'm
everything.
gonna share something with you.
Please share.
They just noticed it. You see that thing with the little thing on your hair on the computer? That's
It
cleaning
cleans.
the air.
It's cleaning the air. It cleans up to 800 square feet. It cleans surfaces, and we have them available right here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can also go to Facebook and contact Lynette at Airbiotics, Biotix, and she will get them to you. Everything comes with a month's supply of cleaners and refills, and it's so easy to use. It has no smell. To me, it smells like ozone, if you know what ozone smells
I never
like.
knew that ozone had a
That's what
smell.
everybody says. I guess you don't get ozone facials.
You know what? No, you go to the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
You ever smell what the dry cleaners smell like? That stuff they use to clean your clothes?
Okay.
That's ozone. Ozone.
Is it?
No.
I know, you want to clean the headphones too, Mia? Everyone wants to clean everything because everyone's touching everything, right?
Okay, keep your clothes on. Don't put your hat in there. But, oh my God. This is
But
like.
wait, we've got this also. There's so much more. And actually, Nicole, this is perfect for you. We have our guest with us, Nicole Michel. And this is Yogi Biotics. This cleans your yoga mat.
Oh, that's great.
So this cleans your yoga mat, actually has an enzymatic cleaner in it. So we can spray the mics with it, we can spray the headphones with it.
I thought it was a yodel cleaner.
Yodel.
All of these products are available for your purchase through Airbiotics, or contact us and we will get you in touch with Dr. Lynn, because Dr. Lynette, everything is amazing. So you ready to rock and roll and get rolling on this show?
I'm ready to rock and roll and get rolling on the show.
Our phone lines are open, 888-994-4995.
We got those fixed too.
Yes, thank you to Jai for fixing that. Our producers did an amazing job today on 2020 Vision that will air again tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on WWNN. They interviewed Elijah Manley, who is running for the State House of Representatives on the Democratic ticket, and he is the ripe old age of 21. So
ripe
pretty
old.
spectacular, right?
A guy who's 21, instead of hanging out, whatever, he's actually running for.
You guys, why don't you take a mic? Tell us how that interview went.
How did it go? Did you guys interview him or?
B found him and interviewed him.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It was really well. He's so inspiring, and he actually has his own podcast too. It's called The Southern Report, and so we talked about that. That debuted yesterday for Super Tuesday. We got a little bit into bullying. We talked about how what policies he would want to introduce if he got voted into the House. But Mia also asked some really interesting questions. I'll let her.
I heard that Mia was like the investigative reporter.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions for him because he came from like such a limited background. He was one of 10 children in his house and grew up on food stamps, what is it called, Section 8 housing, and he just wants to make all these amazing changes for children. The year he graduated high school, he went and tried to join the school board and was in middle school going to school board meetings, and I'm just like, he's meant to be doing this.
Is he
was
from
so
Florida?
talented. Yeah, from Fort Lauderdale.
One of 10.
Yeah.
God bless his parents, man.
What number was he? Was he 10, 5, 7, 11?
No, we're in birth order.
Oh, he's,
Yeah, when he started,
he's
from the inception.
he's the younger. I think he's the eighth.
Wow.
Eighth
Yeah.
of 10.
8 or
Eighth
10?
of 10. Yeah.
Wow.
His mom.
If he was 7 to 10, I would run out of here because that's
Yeah.
the movie. 7 to 10.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
His
he's.
stories about police brutality too were like
Really?
the stuff that's something he really wants to fight for, and he's seen his stories were so sad what he's already been through in his life. So
What he's seen.
Wow.
yeah.
Got to see the interview.
So tune in. You can check it out on Facebook on 2020 Vision on their page. You can also listen to it tomorrow night on WWNN as well. So we'll replay that and re-air it. Nice job, ladies.
I want to see.
sounds
Well, you know,
fantastic.
you got to edit that, right?
Why?
What is it? The radio station knows it's coming. You got to edit it for the radio.
Oh, Shane, you want to do that?
Uh-huh. I'm going to tell you right now, I is not editing it.
No, that's why it's
I
their
told
show
them
and they're going to take
the
care of it.
whole stuff.
And
got
they
the
got
whole
it going.
stuff.
We just got to get it by the end of today. Perfect. And we've got actually mini. We've got Teddy and Slick, Gene, I was going to call him.
And Maria.
And Maria over at Carmen Care Cell Rejuvenation Center. Are you guys there?
Make sure you hit the green button.
Ready?
Now
How
you
you
got it.
doing?
With Leslie Carmen. Hi,
We
I'm
still
with
don't
Leslie
hear her.
Carmen at Carmen Care. Can you hear me?
Turn off her sound.
Carmen
Turn up the
Care
sound over
laser.
here.
How's that going, Maria?
You don't need to turn it up there. Over there.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Now I hear you. Turn it up.
Okay. I'm with Leslie Carmen
Turn
at
it up.
Carmen Care Laser. Okay. So
Go ahead.
Leslie, tell me
Yes.
a little bit about what you do here.
Turn that up.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Freddie and Dawn. Hi,
Hey,
all of
Leslie,
you
how
there.
are you, honey?
Exciting to be here with you remote. That's very tech savvy. So here at Carmen Care, we treat people that have pain, acute, chronic, and very, very severe pain. And it's a place that we have 4 different rooms with different modalities, doing laser therapy, cold, high-powered laser, light therapy. We do environmental detoxing and the Icon machine, which we right now have a special going on that moves your fluid in your body. And right now, that's a really good thing to do when you have all this fear of the coronavirus. When your immune system is down, that's when we can get most infected. So with the Icon, you move your lymphatic and you get your well-being going. You bring up your own immune system, and that's what we're really focusing on here right now this month.
So this is helping with increasing your immunity and boosting your immune system, everything you do at Cell Rejuvenation?
Yes, exactly. That's what we do. So I always tell people we're trying to get the bad out and put the good in. It's a very layman's way of saying it, but when we do the detoxing, we get rid of the heavy metals that really bog our system down and make us ill and don't help us with our immune system. So that is definitely a huge help. And then the lymphatic massage that we do, that's opening up all your channels. And you know, viruses sit in the lymph. So when you open up that channel and you let it flow better and you drink lots of water and lots of tea and rest, that's just building up your immune system. And that's really the best thing to do when in flu season or in a time like this when there's a virus going around. You just want to build up your own immune system.
You don't want people coming to you sick. You want people coming to you healthy and building their immune system.
Exactly. Yep. So it's a preventative. You know, everything lies in preventing to get sick. So that's a big thing. And the more you can prevent and the healthier you can be. Also, you know, Freddie, that drink that you're having, the Life Force, that we sell here, that's amazing to build up your immune system. And so normally I take 1 cup of those, or like a little ounce a day, and now in this season I'm taking 2, and if I ever feel anything come on, I'll take 2 or 3 little ounces a day, and that really keeps me going and helps build my immune system.
Fred, are you still taking your Life Force?
Yes, I'm still taking the Life Force.
So you're taking, Leslie's doing it twice a day. So there's a lot of options that are building immune systems that we can get in front of it as preventative instead of reactive.
Exactly, and like you're doing, you know, wearing gloves, of course, and, you know, sleeping a lot, being sure that you're getting a lot of rest, you know, try to stay away from groups of people, you know, but sometimes I also find a little bit that sometimes we're overdoing the fear a little bit, you know, because of course it's there and there is a chance that, you know, you can get sick, but they're only really 5% of the people are dying. Everybody else is somewhat, like 95% of the people are recovering. So it's not a death sentence, you know?
It's like any virus, right? It just seems that it's the pandemic and it's people are reactive. And when I found out pandemic just means it's in multiple countries.
Correct.
Is what we were told this morning.
Yeah, and
not
of course,
anything more than that. It's just it's more widespread.
Right, exactly. And I mean, yes, it is scary when you're the one who has it. Of course, it's very scary. But, you know, let's not go into panic mode. Let's just be reasonable. Let's try and build up our body so that we're resistant to this, or that if we do get it, the stronger our body and our immune system is, the easier our body's going to be able to deal with it. So, yes, we definitely need to be careful, but we also shouldn't go into panic mode because the regular flu kills thousands of people a year, you know, and when you think about it, and I was thinking about this, if I could say this, but, you know, it's just food for thought. You know, every day 350 people die of medication, and nobody's talking about that, you know, so we have to really put things in perspective.
keeping in perspective, medications, we're quick to run out to the grocery store and drugstore and buy all of these products that we've been told. But if we can build our immune system, and I know supplements are tremendous, the Life Force, and Nicole will talk to you as well, sleeping, getting right, putting you in the right mindset, but also everything you offer at Carmen Care. So if somebody calls you, what are they going to say? Leslie, build my immune system?
Yeah, we have like a wellness program. I know it sounds weird, right? But that's why, we have this wellness program where you come in and we detox you of heavy metals, and that alone, as I said, is already a huge immune booster. Because the more toxic your body is, then it's really dealing with addressing those toxins instead of just being free and ready to help if there's a virus that invades your body. The cleaner you are and the more stronger your immune system is, the stronger your body's going to be able to attack that virus and just get rid of it. And again, with that lymphatic massage, opening up your lymph system, draining all the toxins in there and the viruses in there, and then the light therapy that we offer, we wrap your entire body, and that just gives amazing healing to your body and strength. So there are really other options that you can take advantage of instead of just, as you say, running out and getting drugs.
And how do people find you?
You can call us at 561-405-9577, and you can always visit our website, carmencarelaser.com.
Wow. Maria, any other questions for Leslie?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So, do you want to tell me a little bit about what this is over here?
Thank you so much. Thank you for mentioning that. Well, as you know, some of you that are following us, we have Emily from England that came here October 2018, and she was very, very sick, came here in a wheelchair, and we had then also had a show with her walking in here, and she's now completely recovered. That she says out of her own words, she's out of bed, she's, and she's completely pain-free. So she's visiting us here from the UK, and she's spending 3 months here with us. And they decided, so Emily and Shannon has decided to do a funding hope. So at GoFundMe.com, you can type in funding hope, and we would just really appreciate, even if it's just $5, $1, anything you can do, because this is going to give us funds to put together this nonprofit organization, the 501c3. And with these funds, what we're going to do is help other people that cannot afford our treatments, because believe it or not, I get several emails a week of young girls that are lying in bed and are just saying, I don't know what to do, I'm giving up on my life, I can't find any cure anywhere, any healing, and they contact us, and it's just very hurtful for us as a company to know that we could possibly help them, and it's the funds that are on the way, just because insurance doesn't cover this, and it's just still so new and just not widely accepted what we're doing, because we're doing very out-of-the-box things. This detoxing is something that people just don't even understand, and understandably, because there's not a lot of information, but it's really what's doing a lot of the healing. So if anybody could, have it in their heart to go to GoFundMe.com and type in funding hope, and any little donation would be extremely appreciated, because you can all be part of helping other people get well.
What a great idea. I saw that. Emily is incredible. Her story's amazing, and her painting is hanging right up in our studio. So you can't miss it, and she's amazing.
Yes.
I can't wait to have her back on to share her story, because her recovery has been just spectacular. All thanks to you and her working together, and I love Funding Hope. What a great name.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You can reach Leslie at Carmen Care Cell Rejuvenation Center, 561-405-9577. And she's right up the street from us. Call her, book an appointment, increase your immune system, also helps with pain and toxicity and all of these environmental toxins that are entering our body, which are weakening our immune system, so much so that sometimes it's really causing havoc and illness.
Perfectly said.
Thanks so much, Leslie. Nice job, gang. We'll see you soon.
Nice talking to you. Thank you, Don.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Freddie. Bye-bye, guys.
All right, baby.
All right, Mia, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk to Nicole and see what's going on over at Master Networks over in our theater. We're going to take a quick break. You can give us a call. Our phone lines are open, 888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee. And it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you. Hi, my name's Leslie.
Does your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
The Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back. A lot of moving parts here. This is a full production, is all I can tell you. Talk about a production house. It is not just sitting down and turning on the cameras and talking into the mic. It is a full production that goes on in this theater.
This is
every
nothing.
day.
Wait till March 12th.
What's happening March 12th, Freddie?
We're going to be at the Meissen Park Amphitheater. We're going to be doing something that I've always dreamed to do.
Which is what?
Have a full production. You're actually going to have B-roll, spinners, editing going on. You're going to have runners that are going to be moving stuff around because we're going to be doing some interviews with the business to business from 3:30 to 7:30, and then we're going to put it on our show. We are going to do, yes, we're going to be doing our show at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. But then after that, all hell breaks loose. And everybody's going to be with cameras, and they're going to be doing interviews, and they're going to load it up for the show that we're going to be doing from 4 to 7.
And then it goes right into the Rolling Stones tribute band. It's a great opportunity to do business to business, B2B networking.
Would you like to go?
Sure.
There's some tickets right in front of her.
Perfect. Thanks.
From 4 until 7:30, and then the Rolling Stones tribute band will be there. So come on out, see our show, be part of our network, grow your company, grow your network. It is at Meisner Park Amphitheater. We have a few tickets left to give away. We've
Yes.
given away about 200 tickets
I'm going to
already.
give these away in that other room.
All right, 888-994-4995. And poor Nicole, came a couple weeks ago and I didn't feel well. We didn't even have a show that Friday, so we rescheduled for today. So she is back joining us. Nicole Michel. Doesn't that sound beautiful?
Thank
What's
you.
happening?
Say it very
I can't even
nicely.
pronounce it.
You
say
do
Nicole?
great.
I say Nicole. That's about it.
You got that as well?
That's it.
That's
What's
okay. I know
happening?
it's tricky.
You're going on retreats. I hear Mexico is not affected right now by coronavirus.
So far, we're okay. We're still on. We're going May 3rd through 9th.
Are you going on a plane or a train or
A plane.
They're swimming.
I'll be
No,
taking a plane.
a plane? No, people
Yeah.
go by boat.
That is true. Tell us about the retreat.
We'll see. The retreat, it's six nights, 7 days in a small fishing village in Chicala, Mexico, which is near Puerto Vallarta. So you fly into Puerto Vallarta, and it's yoga, meditation, relaxation, yoga nidra. It's just like a beautiful location. You're in the jungle, on the ocean.
Is
It's
that
amazing.
typical for
Is
that town?
typical? Well, there's a retreat center there, so it's called the Madahade Retreat Center, and it's started by this amazing woman who's a Zen Buddhist practitioner and also a doctor, and she, studied in America but is from Mexico, and she went back to this town, and she started, actually, it was with a health clinic. And then more and more, after kind of years of being a doctor, she decided she really needed to work more with people on the mind-body connection, so she started this retreat center. And they host retreats like any kind of group can be there. So when I took my group there last year, there was also a group of like energy healers from Canada. There were there's something called Journey Dance. So it's like this, really fun.
Do you remember Journey Dance?
Have you done it? Yeah. Did you have someone come in and talk
We
about
did
it?
a long time ago.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
super fun.
Sonia Henkin.
Yeah, but when we were there last year, there was this huge Journey Dance training, so we got to try out Journey Dance, and we had our yoga retreat at the same time, and so they host all different kinds of retreats there that are, spiritual in nature, and they also have their own meditation every morning. The owner of the retreat center leads her own meditations in the morning, but you can do all kinds of excursions, like we're going to go on a hike to see some ancient, petroglyphs in the area. What else? We're doing a sweat lodge, so they bring in like a local, South American shaman to give you the sweat lodge experience.
What's a sweat lodge?
Where it's hot. I mean, you're in a little space and you
It's a
sweat
sweat
it out.
lodge.
Yeah, you sweat it out.
Probably
But
not
there's
good
a
for
spiritual
spreading virus.
component. I mean, it's not just like going into a
Is this
sauna
in the
or
same
steam.
village or?
Yeah, this is all at the retreat center.
So let me ask you, because I know some people who told me there's all sorts of spiritual stuff that happens in Mexico because of the Incas and everything else.
Right.
And they told me, and I don't know if Lopez was making a joke about this, but there's some kind of church you're supposed to walk on your knees for like a mile to get to this place, and it's very spiritual. First of all, a mile on your knees, I'm going to tell you something. You better be fit to do this thing.
Can you imagine?
But they do this, and you're supposed to walk, and it's uphill. Uphill is tough, man. And then there's all this ancient healing that goes on in Mexico.
You check that out in Mexico. Fact checker?
Yeah, check it out. I'm going to tell you something. First of all, you didn't believe me about
The pets?
the pets,
No.
and I got all sorts of stuff that came my way that is true. Healing in Mexico is very, very special. You been to the Incas?
No, I haven't been to the Incas.
You never been
I've
to those pyramids?
Yeah, I have. But I don't think it was the Inca pyramids.
Whatever
I
they
think I
call
was at the
The
Aztecs or the
Mayans.
Mayans.
The
yeah.
Mayans, Inca, Mayan, banana, banana,
yours,
tomato,
yeah.
tomato.
Maya, yours, yeah.
Maya who?
Maya and yours.
Maya and
I'm
yours?
teasing you.
All right, so you've been to the Inca,
No,
to
I've
the
been
to the
Mayan
pyramids,
yes.
and you climb up, and then you have to climb down holding the chain.
No.
Yeah. All right, then you haven't
I've never
been.
climbed up the pyramid. I've never climbed. Have you climbed them?
No.
I've seen the ruins. I've never climbed
Chichen
them.
Itza? Chichenito.
I have not been there.
Who's even talking about Beatrice?
Chichenitos.
Does he make
Chorizo.
He's actually saying facts. It's really interesting.
You know what? I love it.
It's saying it's one of the most powerful civilizations ever created. It flourished in the highlands of central Mexico. Intellectual, technical advancements. It's, yeah. What do you say?
Which culture is this?
Hold on a second.
The
I want to
Incas?
hear my apology.
I'm so sorry, Freddie, for ever doubting your information.
Thank you very much.
It's like my
Cleaning your
dad.
hands.
My dad always does that, like says things, and we're all like, "That can't be true."
It
And
is.
then you fact check it, and you're like, "Oh, it is
It
true."
is true.
Speaking of dad, so Freddie's computer bag is called the dad bag.
Oh,
I don't call it that.
The kids call it the dad bag. So they took everything on remote, but they left the dad bag, and they come back. Teddy had to come back for the dad bag, which is your computer, which is so funny. So that's what she said. You're like the dad.
The dad
You're the
bag.
overseeing
the dad that needs to be
dad.
fact-checked.
The dad is fact checked.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I went to Chichen Itza, whatever the hell I went. I went there, and I got this statue. And this statue is in my house, in a closet, bubble wrapped under a black bag. Because this statue, if I take it to anybody's home here, you will instantly become pregnant.
Instantly.
I know you're not going to believe me.
I'm assuming
Oh,
there would have
boy.
to be some sort of.
You too can be
thereof
pregnant. You can become a dad.
That
What?
would make it. It just wouldn't have to be in your house. There would have to.
No,
be
no, no,
physical
no, no, no,
activity
no, no,
happening.
no, no. I'm telling you, you walk and sneeze, you get pregnant. So this was given to me.
Keep it in a black bag then.
Hold on. This was given to me from a priest in Mexico. This is why I'm asking you about all these things that you're talking about. Very powerful medicine. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
So we were trying
I'm
to
sure.
have a baby, me and Michelle at the time. How do you think Gio came about? Not only did Gio come about, what kind of kid is Gio?
Freaking brainiac genius.
He's smarter
Yeah,
than
where do you
me.
come from?
I don't know. the statue.
The Mayan
statue.
The Mayan statue for sure.
Wow.
So I lent
Cool
this
stuff.
statue to
So if people are trying to get pregnant, they
Oh,
should
Freddie.
come on my retreat.
They put that you
in
put
Mexico.
it. You put this thing. No, you put the
I'm not
statue.
going to
up.
advertise that way.
No, you put the statue up. Now it wasn't only Michelle that got pregnant.
1-800-CALL Freddie if you were trying to conceive a child.
Hold
has
on
a
second.
statue for
not
you.
Not only did Michelle get
Oh,
pregnant.
there should be a disclaimer. It would not be Freddie's child. It was just Freddie's statue.
You see, she's making fun.
No,
But I
no,
lent
no.
this statue out to 3 families,
And they all
and
got
every
pregnant?
woman got pregnant that could not have children.
Don't give it to me.
I am not.
So now,
You don't want that.
now the
I won't-
statue
I'll-
is
I'll pass.
tucked away because it's very powerful medicine. So I understand when you go down to this village and you do your thing, you must come back a different person.
Actually, people did really come back different people. I mean, a lot of people were struggling. You know, everyone's struggling with their stuff, right? Whatever's going on in your life. I also did energy work on people while they were there, but one person came back and like got a dog, changed her job, like just started really, I don't know, stepping into her own energy. A lot of people had like shifts, you know, where after the retreat, things started falling into place for them. So yeah, I mean, don't underestimate what a week can do for you, you know, where you like take yourself out of your regular life, get some perspective, be in a different environment, be in the energy there alone, just from like the jungle and the ocean, you feel so alive in a different way because you're in a different world, sort of like so much more nature around you. So that alone is activating of something, but also all the yoga and the healing work that we do, people come back and stuff just starts falling into place in a different way in their lives.
Not only do you do retreats, though, you actually work with clients here in South Florida.
Yeah. The retreats are something I do maybe once or twice a year, but my clients are either in person or online. I teach online courses. So if you want to activate your life and make miracles, even if you're not about to go on retreat, you can still do the work.
What's the name of the course? Is it Making Miracles?
Yeah, it's Creating a Life of Miracles is the course. Creating a Life of Miracles.
Now I'm going to tell you the most important aspect of what you do.
Yeah.
The physicality of what you do is important, but there is so much garbage going on right now. There's so many bad things going on right now. There's sickness, there's plague, there's famine.
Yeah.
And if you ever become spiritual or religious for 5 seconds, that's all it takes. The good book will tell you. Bad things happen when you do bad things. And, you know, we're beating this planet up. We're beating each other up. We're beating everybody up. It's like the norm of this thing is be negative against each other.
I hate to say this, but I think the media perpetuates negativity. Because if you turn it on and you talk about what you're listening to and what you're seeing, and it's just negative, not done intentionally by any means, but it's illness, it's sickness, it's war, it's politics, it's all of these things that wreak havoc on your mindset and negativity. And just when you think, all right, I'm going to put that away, I'm going to file that away, another breaking news comes out.
Of course.
The coronavirus
Because
is now
it
here,
sells.
but it's more.
It's business. It
Well,
sells
it's fear.
stuff.
I mean,
There you go.
it's fear. When you keep people in a state of fear, they become addicted, right, to the media. So it's in the media's interest to keep you afraid, because then you're going to watch more and more of it. And also, when people are afraid, they're more likely to give away their power to someone who they think could handle it better. So it's very
Correct.
disempowering. But it also, you'll buy things people tell you to buy. You'll vote for things people tell you to vote for, right? You are just more willing because you're in a state of fear and you want
Stop
things to be
giving away
okay.
your power, people.
Well, it's funny.
It's not that easy. I mean,
I ordered a jar.
A jar.
I'm going to call it fear.
A
And I
fear
bet,
jar?
I bet you that if I sell this for $3.99, everybody would buy it.
Just don't open it.
No, and if you want to live in fear, open it. And I bet you everybody says, I bet you I can overcome it, so they'll buy it just to keep it closed. I did this with Dr. Pinozo. It works. It was an empty jar. I'm telling you, I've done crazy things in my life.
What a surprise.
It is easier to sell fear than to sell good stuff,
Yeah.
positive stuff.
Well, fear is the most primitive emotion we had. When we seen a lion in the past, we took off, and it made
We saw a lion in the past?
What?
We saw what?
No,
A lion in
fear.
the-
If you seen an animal when you're a caveman, I mean, we haven't evolved that much. You would take off, right? Right. So
Fight or flight, yes.
right. So that comes from fear, right? So it's
Correct.
Yeah, it's related to the kidney because that's where cortisol and everything comes from. And that's why we still have that fear, whether we're watching the news or seeing an animal that can eat us. We have the same hormonal response. That's why we have an overabundance of cortisol.
Well, the bottom line here is that it seems that the news or any telecast, they sell negative because it's big
Well,
business.
someone sent us this morning their morning meditation. It's about lining up your vibrations and connecting and how our thoughts become things. So why not really, really try to have these positive thoughts to let them manifest to become positive things?
Because if you had a whole garden of positive, you wouldn't make any money. Think about it.
But a few people. I mean,
A few people. Oh, there you go. At least
And
that's
more
how
and
it
more.
is.
No, more and more. I don't think so. People,
If you have a
it
headache.
just takes more work. It
If you
just
have
takes
a
more
headache.
work.
Okay, if you have a headache
If you have a headache, what
and
would
you're
you
able
rather
to
do?
say, headache, go away, and it goes away, then I can't sell you Tylenol, I can't sell you aspirin, I can't sell you nothing.
Correct. Or if you say to people, you can do these breathing exercises, you can use this, you could drink this juice or whatever, and it's more naturally occurring. But still, people are doing the work, right? Not everyone. At a certain point, you get tired of the fear too. I mean, it doesn't feel good to be addicted to the news.
It does not.
And people start to be like, this just doesn't feel good. There must be a better way. And slowly, you start searching out meditation, yoga, other ways to relax the nervous system. So I think I've said before, like, we do see an awakening happening. It's just a little slower and it takes more effort. It's easier to take a pill to get rid of your headache than it is to sit and do 20 minutes of breathing exercises, right? So
Or rest,
it takes or to do an active relaxation or, take yourself on retreat. People will spend a lot, that costs money, that costs time. You have to have courage to go away to a different place and be on retreat with someone and be open to the experience. It's a little scary. It's much more comfortable to stay in your home watching the news on repeat.
Right.
And I'm not blaming people who do that. It's where they are vibrationally, but when you start to raise your vibration, it does take effort. I mean, my clients, when I work with them and me personally, we do a lot of work, like to stay vibrationally elevated and to be constantly looking at the fears that's coming up for us and to constantly be clearing them. I say staying in faith is a full-time job. I literally tell my clients that staying in faith is a full-time job. You have to constantly be watching what negative thought you have, what the corresponding emotion is. Go back, clear the negative belief, and do something to shift yourself back into a vibration of really believing that you're being taken care of. It's not easy work, right?
How do you do that?
You do my course. I'll tell you. I'll give you the basics. What I say to people is, when you start feeling negative, you go back to, okay, what happened right before I started feeling negative? Because it's always triggered by a certain thought or a belief. So it's never like that our emotions just all of a sudden we crash. It's like something in me said, oh, what you're doing isn't working. So-and-so doesn't like you. You really embarrassed yourself at that thing, right? Some negative thought comes into your head and you buy it, hook, line, and sinker. It's like, oh yeah, that's absolutely true. Like, oh, my business isn't working. let's say I had this thought, my business isn't working, no one's going to sign up for Mexico. And I would go down to depression or, negativity and start giving up on myself. Oh, it's not working. So what do? I have to go back to the thought, it's not working. Then I evaluate the thought. Is it true? Is it true it's not working? Well, no, it's not true. I have 12 people signed up for Mexico. That's working. Maybe it's not 24, but it's not no one, right?
It's more than 11.
It's more than 11. It's, whatever it is, it's something, right? So I say, okay, that's not true. Even if I had 0 people signed up, I could say, well, is it really true it's not working? Well, that's not necessarily true. I helped this person with this thing, right? We can always find evidence of the opposite. So I say, you write down the evidence that's the opposite of the negative thought you had, so that you can prove to the ego, because the ego is always trying to keep you safe. So you have to prove to it what you're saying isn't true in a kind way. It's not true, it's not working. Look at all this evidence of how it's working. And then what I say is go into meditation. And for me it's meditation, for some people it's something else. You take a walk in nature, some people pray, you get in the bath, you go for a run, whatever it is, to shift your vibration back to a place of believing it's working, or whatever
or believing in yourself.
Whatever it is, whatever the opposite of the negative thought is.
But this is huge, because I'm going to analyze what you're saying.
Yeah.
You got a young crowd in here.
Yeah.
They think about that differently than, say, me, than, say, Dawn. Male and female.
Think about what differently?
About what's not working, whether that
that's just an example of my negative
but a lot of people get negative on themselves because they think it's not
those
working.
Those are self-defeating thoughts.
Well, let's say you have a thought of I'm ugly, and all of a sudden you spiral down. Let's say you're getting ready for a date and you're like, oh my God, I'm so ugly. This guy's not going to like me. Right. Why am I even going on this? You go back to isolate whatever that belief is, because remember, it's just a belief. We take all our beliefs as truth right away, right? We don't spend a lot of time being like, is this really true? So let's say you have the belief, I'm ugly. Well, is it really true you're ugly? I mean, look at yourself in the mirror. It's probably not true that you're ugly, right? And then you do the work to be like, okay, but what about myself do I love? Where am I not ugly? I'm not ugly on the inside. I'm not ugly in this way. I like this aspect of my body. I like this thing about me. It takes work. It's uncomfortable. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what features do I really love about myself? What do I love about my body? What do I love about my personality? How am I really not ugly? How am I really beautiful? You sit there, you write it out, and then you sit there with it, and you really want to get yourself to a place. Now, this is the work, okay? So my clients are like, it's in my head, but it's not in my heart. And that's where we practice. We practice all the time, getting it from the head into the heart so that you come to a place where you really believe, I am beautiful, I am worthy, the universe wants good things for me, I'm doing a good job. I give all my clients the mantra, I am doing a good job.
So you can't just say it, you have to feel it.
You have to feel it. But that's the work. You start at the intellectual level, because you do want to kind of battle the ego intellectually. That's not true. It's not true I'm ugly. It's not true it's not working. It's not true that no one likes me or whatever. And then, yes, you do the work to bring it into the heart. Okay, but wait, it's not, I actually really love myself. I'm actually really doing a great job.
Lynette, what do you think?
I absolutely believe this, and basically what you're doing is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is LS. And another thing to say, when you do have the thought, is that a core belief? Is that something that's been instilled or told to you as a child that you accepted as truth from parents, as opposed to a belief you developed yourself? And that is one more aspect you could.
Well, I mean, it's the age-old question we have in the house. Are you the best at what you do? Are you the best at what you do?
Yes.
Are you the best at what you do?
Yes.
Are you the best at what you do?
Yes.
Are you the best at what you do?
Yeah.
Are you the best at what you do?
Yes.
Are you the best at what you do?
Absolutely.
And that's what it comes down to. Are you the best at what you do?
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you, there have been people that have been around
It's easy to say it, but
no,
when you're
hold
alone,
on.
you
Hold
really
on. It
feel
ain't easy to say it. There have been people in here who don't believe that. And then that becomes contagious. You talk about a virus? Being negative is contagious. And all of a sudden, you're in the midst of people drowning over a pebble.
And awareness is everything. And challenge your thoughts. If they make you feel bad, challenge them. And like she said, you do the work to change them and feel them. And really mean what you're saying.
You have to feel it.
I'm not lovable, and evoking fear, and everyone is. I think the media is trying to share the information about the coronavirus, but everyone is fearful, and they think they're going to die. And what about them? And then we offer hope, right, Lynette? We offer these options, and they think it can't be. How's
It's
that
too
possible?
simple.
It's too simple.
It is too simple.
Actually, I don't know if Jerry's still here from your CBD store, but he wants to bring this into his stores.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, we want to talk
He
to
does.
him.
I said, but you
How
don't bring
doing?
any other products in. He said, but it's not CBD. It's no competition. He said, this is a product I need to get on. Is Jerry still here?
I'm going to give you the most simplest example of right and wrong. I was on that phone for, I don't know, 6-7 hours trying to fix our phone line.
Yep.
I called him today. You know what I did? I said, I am going to unplug the phone, let it reset, plug it back in, and see if it works.
It worked.
Hallelujah.
6
In
hours.
3
Miracles.
minutes, in 3 minutes, I resolved
Magic and
a problem.
miracles.
Because, but this is the way it works with people. If you were to take 30 seconds and analyze yourselves for 30, you're not beautiful enough, or you're not beautiful, or you're not beautiful. You know what? That's you saying it. Because the mirror never lies.
But I got to tell you, that with all the negativity that's out there, sit with yourself, go through a course, and find the greatness of who you are. Because you know what? Everybody has greatness. And everyone can create miracles and abundance. And it's not just money. It's about feeling good about yourself and
Challenge.
feeling that vibration, right?
Challenge yourself. Make it so you're uncomfortable, damn it.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
You should be
I have like
uncomfortable.
5 texts today from all my people in the course. Everyone's like, I'm really uncomfortable today.
Which
'cause
is
this
great.
week we're talking about higher power and building that relationship with something greater than yourself. Because the big thing I always teach is co-creation. You're not doing this alone.
True.
If you try to do it alone, it's going to feel too heavy. You know, it's just there's only so much we can change ourselves,
You're
right?
right.
Who did we
Now,
just have that conversation with?
Maria's
Oh,
new.
yeah?
Maria's new to the
Welcome.
family. Maria's new to the family. And what I tell Maria, I says, Maria, I'm going to have you up front. She did interviews today. She's doing voiceovers today. I'm not asking her if she wants to do it. I want to press her to be out of her zone.
Yeah,
Because-
uncomfortable.
Of course, because
Right.
that's how you learn. There's somebody in
yeah.
this room for 4 years told me, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go on the air. 4 years she made me wait. 4.
And now look at all of this.
And now I can't get her the hell off the camera.
You know, and now I look, we had closed the door because there was a networking event, and I looked around, and this is all of the crew. This is our extended family that sits here. And I stopped for a moment when we all just kept walking in, and I thought to myself, wow, this is absolutely amazing to have you all. It's cramped in one room, right, because we've got 2,000 square feet. But what a gift it is to have all of these beautiful minds working with us.
Can you imagine if you had a stadium of 60,000 people and everybody took 1 minute, just one? This is the guy that I met at the Miami football stadium that does the holding of the hands. They broke the world's record. It was 72,000 people held hands, I
Okay,
think,
so
for
we're
8
not
minutes.
holding hands now because of the
Yeah, coronavirus,
but
no
we could
no
all.
hand-holding.
But you know something?
Energetically.
But you know something? If you have faith, holding hands isn't going to change that.
No, and actually I spoke to one of our crew today, and she's released from the hospital, and we spoke to her about how she was doing. And it was anxiety.
I know it is.
That is
It's the
putting
number
me in
one
the
culprit.
fear.
Number one.
You guys
Yeah.
are way too young to have this level of anxiety.
Yeah, we got to
You
take
don't
all
have
that out.
children, you don't
Yeah.
have debt. I mean, you do, but you don't have spouses. You don't have. It's you to have that much anxiety from the environment on you. That is way too much pressure
gotta
that's
stop.
going on.
It's got to stop.
That's why it would be nice, like in the news, the Fear Factor news, if there was a segment by you
Yeah, it would be
saying,
very
hey,
nice.
and you would say, you probably all feel scared now, you know?
Right, that would be
Because
very
honestly,
nice.
it'll make people stop and think for a second, you know?
Right.
You know, that's why humor,
Shift back.
laughing and having a good time, having humor for 5 seconds, I mean, they know I'll do anything I can to take that edge off. And so
Yeah.
we'll do a joke. I mean, I'm always messing around with Slick over here, always, because I want them to understand life is too precious to be worried about 24/7. It will beat you down.
Right.
My father used to say, don't worry about what happens inside, because the challenge is when you leave the door. So I welcome that. I too took a group of people to Mexico.
You did?
I did. I started with 5. Do you know
Nice.
how many ended up going?
50.
110.
Wow.
It was a bowling league. The winners went to Hawaii. They didn't go.
That's
Yes,
so
it's true.
fun.
Everybody went to Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, cool.
In this prop job, they had a rubber band.
So funny.
They got us there. And everybody went, and then another league went. So I had 110 people in the hotel.
It's fantastic.
It was the best I've ever had in my life.
The best was that you were all together, you know? That's why
That's what it
people
was.
come on retreat. Most of the people come, and actually, like, I think half, if not more than half of the people who came last year are coming back this year, the ones who it didn't work with their schedule, you know, couldn't
How long
make
are your
it.
courses?
The course that I teach, Creating a Life of Miracles, is 8 weeks.
Wow.
And my one-on-one work with people, you can either do it as part of the course, or if I work with one-on-one, it's 6 months.
Do you do seminars, like a one-day workshop?
Yeah, I also have one-day workshops.
And what do those look like?
Those are usually one-on-one work, and it's usually people who want to do a workshop is one-on-one. It's like a 4-hour workshop
So here's what I'm thinking.
I know where you're going
Here's
already.
what I'm thinking.
And
Yeah, I
it
know
could
where
be
you're going,
longer
Lincoln.
because we could also do meditation with it. So it kind of it's tailored to the needs of the person.
Here it
the
comes.
What
Get
am
your
I
tutu on.
Make your tutus on, guys.
Dawn's always
Here's
Get your
what
tutu on.
I'm thinking we take the theater.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about doing a team building exercise
Oh,
for a while. But
cool.
I'm thinking that we do
Miracle
a
making.
one-day miracle making workshop with our crew. And of course, we can open it up to anyone you want to open it up to.
No, keep it your crew, keep it your family.
Yeah,
Bring everybody.
but hold on. I got a request. I got a request.
Okay.
Number one, I want two things.
Okay.
The first thing is I want you to get me a 2,400 piece puzzle
Okay.
from the puzzle lady. You know what I'm talking about? Because I want to see. Yes. Wait till you see this thing. It's huge. You were there for the puzzle?
No, it
you
was
weren't.
before that.
Freddie
This
will
crew.
disappear for 6 months.
No. This puzzle thing is for them. They have to put this thing together. That's the first thing. And the second thing is the piano has to be in the house.
Okay.
Then you got a deal.
Okay.
Okay?
Miracle making
Do you
puzzle
play the
pieces.
piano?
No, I wish I did, but
Because
I
with
don't.
those hands, your fingers
I
are so
wish,
long.
I know.
Do
I
you play
have,
piano?
I have good fingers. No, I played saxophone for a year in 5th grade.
Oh, we got a saxophone. Who
I
plays
could
the
probably
piano?
still remember the theme song from Rocky.
You play the piano? Nobody plays the piano?
But I would
You play the
love-
piano? You play the piano?
Do you play the piano?
I do.
Well, then you'll be playing while we're doing all
I play it
this
very
stuff.
badly.
That's all right. You play.
No, I mean, I can't play. Dawn plays
Well,
the
we
piano.
We bring them all
Oh.
in and teach a course in miracles and how to deal with the anxiety and how to get wherever
Yeah.
we need to get to this next space back, because there's way too much anxiety for our generation, forget it, but your generation, it's crazy. Way too much.
We're going to make
Yeah,
you...
we can do like a little yoga, a little miracle making, a little meditation. These are all tools that will give people. My biggest thing is I want to empower people to know that they can do all of this on their own. You know, I'm a guide, you guys are guides, everyone here has their own skill that we can pass on. But I think so much of what happens in our culture is dependency. So you become dependent even on good things, even on a teacher, you can become dependent. And it's another form of giving away your power. So I like to teach people tools that like let them access their own truth without me.
How do they find you?
Online.
Which is?
Or word of mouth. I mean, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and
How do they find you online? I think we have it.
how do they find me online? Oh, my website, NicoleMichal.com.
Okay.
Or Nicole Michal Miracle Maker. I think it's Miracle Making Coach is my Instagram, Nicole Michal Miracle Making Coach. Nicole Michal Miracles, some variation of that. I'll give you all the things.
We
But
get
they
all that
find me
Very
online,
cool.
and I
Very-
give,
very
you know,
cool. More-
I do these tools. So maybe your
more
group
first
wants
meeting.
to learn some meditation or something to deal with the stress and anxiety, because it's a lifelong skill. I mean,
We're going to
everyone
get you in
needs
contact
this.
with Nicole Michal, which is spelled like Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
Nicole and Michael is spelled the
M-I-C-H
same?
No, it's
M-I-C-H-A-L.
Yeah, A-L.
Kind of
Michal.
similar, Michal.
Nicole and...
It's
her
the
last name.
Hebraic version of Michael.
Hold on. It's
For
the
information, you can
number.
always contact us. And Lynette, for these amazing, incrable products.
Yeah,
you
really
do yoga, here's the
cool.
yogi spray.
I was going to use this
The
on my
airbiotics,
phone.
they asked if they can use it on their phones.
Yeah.
The airbot, how do people find you?
I'm gonna have my site is still down, like I said, so they can contact you right now, or they can go on my my Facebook site, which is Airbiotics, BIOTIX, it's the last letters, and everything should be on there.
Everyone said we've got a lot of
Today.
people out there that want to meet you. Jerry from your
Yeah, let's
CBD
throw her
store
out
wants
there.
to talk to
Let's
you.
throw her out
I
there
know
'cause
Jennifer's
Nice.
out there. I
This
think
is
Bev
great.
wants to meet you. A lot of people want to get this product, and you got to get us the price point because they all want to help spread it out.
Awesome.
All right, Airbiotics, BIOTIX. We're going to switch to our 1 o'clock hour. We've got Actually
Cool.
Speaking with Ann. We've got Fem City in the house and Lauren Cohen. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds, with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If you have a business you want to share, ideas you want to be heard, and events you want to be known, then amp them up on Amp It Up, our new online radio station. We want your voice to be heard, so spread the word on Amp It Up. Contact us at 866-224-5422 for more information. Let's amp it up.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great? Outstanding? Hi, my name is Ann Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your vision, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with Severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee. And it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of it. Thank you. Hi, my name is Leslie Carr.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S. And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on a wonderful Wednesday. What a busy day.
I lost an intern.
Who'd you lose?
DJ.
You can't lose DJ.
Oh, he was here. He's gone. I don't know where he is.
I hear him. I heard him.
You saw him, but
I saw him, heard him.
keep up the good work. Are you going to be there on Saturday?
What Saturday?
At the store on 441? Or you're at the event, an event? Let me know when you're going to be at 441.
I'll shoot you a text later.
Okay.
Thanks, Jerry.
I got.
Thank you so
I
much.
guess I got to meet you with some people. I'm going down to see you.
Perfect. Thank you, Siri.
Thank you, Siri.
I'm glad Siri says you're welcome. She's quite polite, isn't that
You know,
nice?
I'm very, very tired. So.
I can't imagine why.
Well, we did.
Fantastic. Thank you.
We did the morning show.
Yes.
Which B was nice enough to send us a copy of the morning show yesterday. And the freakiest thing is you see somebody's car radio and you hear your voice on there. It's kind of freaky.
It's pretty amazing that this opportunity that we were given by Madam President, by Jody at WWNN, that we air live now on morning time, drive time, 9 a.m. on 95.3, 96.9, 103.9 FM, and 1470 AM. So we've been airing since last Friday at 9 a.m., which means we're here bright and early at 8. And you wouldn't believe how many people that I can text at 5:30 in the morning. It's pretty spectacular.
Everybody's up.
Who's up?
Everybody's up.
They say, you're up. I say, you're up. And you think, wow, everybody's up. Sometimes you're not even up, I don't think.
I'm always up.
It's because you roll out of bed looking so debonair and handsome.
No, it's
it
not
doesn't
that.
take you quite as much time
I'm
as
not
it
going
takes
to
me to put
answer a
myself
text at 5:30 in the morning because everybody then would be all over the place. I answered text this morning. I got 17 phone calls.
That's why you never get here on time.
I ain't doing that. Listen, I'm sleeping till 9:30.
Dr. Corona beer in the house over here is what we got.
I was
going
wearing
on.
gloves. You know, this is how you get gas now. You got to wear gloves.
Really?
And then I had a jacket.
on.
And then I have a mask. And I went to the gas station and I got gas. And everybody was like, is this place infected? This is the whole world's infected.
And we're disinfecting the world. We had on our 9 a.m. show, we had Dr. Lynette on from Airbiotics. I don't know if any of you know Lynette, but we've worked with Lynette for quite a few years. She has a line of probiotics for the air. So just as it helps your stomach, it environmentally cleans the air. She actually left me one of the studies, which is absolutely tremendous, and the statement that they came out saying about the healthy microbiome of the probiotics are good bacteria, and what comes out, we actually have the bot set up. It comes out of a little bot we have. We've got sprays, we've got a personal hand, and then we can also put it through our air system. So it will cover your surface for 72 hours, protect the good bacteria, get rid of the bad, and help with the respiratory.
And she fogs.
And she's the mother fogger, she says.
She's the mother fogger. And she fogs. She fogs the
She said
bacteria.
because she's Canadian, it doesn't sound quite like it does for me. So it has a whole new connotation when she says she's the mother fogger. But she's going to come in and fog it. Everyone came in today for the Master Networks event. They said, wow, it smells so good in here.
That's because you spent all night cleaning.
No, it's because Lynette, we cleaned everything is what we did. We used the
Did she fog?
probiotics. She didn't fog, but we had it in here. We've had this spray on.
Yeah.
We had the fogger on, and we used this yogi mat, which also has enzymes in it to help clean the microphones.
Well, it makes me very
and everything
tired.
else.
I'm very sleepy.
Anyway.
And then I wanted to say 2 words to Ann. Your husband's show last week was absolutely the best show. It was the #1 show on the network.
He hasn't stopped talking about Dan. We
I
even
was-
aired it again Saturday night on WNN.
I was floored by his presentation and what he talked about, and some of the things that he said were just amazing.
Thank you.
And if you if you didn't see that show, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, and just check it out. But I wanted him to know that I appreciate him coming down and sharing what he does, his delivery with you is hysterical.
That's us. It's
May I
us.
speak now, he says. I love it. It was so funny.
And you say, no, not yet. He says, okay. Right?
That's why you re-aired it, right? So many times.
No, I re-aired it because the material that he provided was outstanding. It's about, it's a clarity of choice that you are giving people. And that's all you can
I
ask.
lost 4 pounds up to date.
Congratulations.
I was going to ask you, how's that fasting thing going for you?
It's going. We're so far 4 pounds down. And I was just thinking about it, it's like, they say that word power couple. And I'm thinking to myself, I never thought of myself as part of a power couple. But, he does it from the physical end. I do it from the spiritual end. And it creates a unity. It's a really good combination.
You like the feeling.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So we're working on it.
Buy a power bar candy bar. The crème, it says power bar.
It's not on the program. So
No, you don't need it. You ain't going to eat it.
You don't need to eat it.
Just
What do you do
hold
with
it.
it?
Well, you hold one end and he holds the other and take pictures.
I see.
The power couple in the house.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that did that in the day, and it was unique. It was a
thank
different
you. I
way.
will tell him because, the feedback is good.
Oh, yeah.
She's an urban grazer.
I'm an urban grazer,
She's
not a
city-
streetwalker.
Not a streetwalker. She's an urban grazer.
That was funny.
Which was hilarious.
And to
It was-
understand, you gotta see the show. But it's funny, but true.
Well, yeah, and then the other part I thought about is like he always says to me, he goes, let's just post something, let's just talk, let's post something. And you know what? It really is very freeing because just to get on and share what is working for you and not to worry about what it looks like or scripting something because then it's really authentic. It's like really comes from wanting to be the best you can be, mind, body, and soul. So it's a fun journey. I'm excited for him. Transitioning is always hard. And that that's a good segue into today's segment today because
Transition is hard, getting out of your comfort zone, changing those habits.
Yeah.
Because you think it's, I'll do it tomorrow, and now everyone's in fear, so now we're just going to eat ourselves into oblivion because, we may run out of food in the city of Boca Raton, and we may need a drone to bring it because the grocery stores are closing. No, that is not happening. But this is the fear that's running around town.
It's crazy.
Right? And we're all going to be fine. It's just we're 100% going to be fine.
Is that a divine statement?
Yes,
Okay,
I have
good.
now made
I
divine
accept
intervention that we are all going to be fine. Yes.
And it's the thing that I think keeps us all stable is what is the vision? What is your vision? What keeps you stable? What keeps you focused? If you're focused on, so Dan is, my husband has now started posting about how to be safe during the coronavirus, the things that you can do. He's, sharing so that everyone has the same level playing field. And everyone has the same knowledge and wisdom. And when we know that we were empowered by that, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, just like you said, when you go with the gloves, with the mask. But the vision, like, why are you doing this? What makes you get up in the morning? So this is his power, and his purpose comes from being a healer and helping people feel amazing inside and out. Like, the whole program has been really crazy. First, I had to spit into a tube, okay, and had my DNA tested. Then it was sent out, and we waited. And then it came back, and then all of the stuff where I'm weak, we had to start creating a program to bolster. So like I was very weak in vitamin D. I was very weak in certain other nutrients and areas that help with myelination and brain function. So he started boosting me there. Then we did another send, and it was for the diet, the urban grazer, coming back with food that my body was good for my body. So then it was putting it into a program. How much of this do you eat each day? How much of protein? How much of this? Putting it into a program because people need like something that's specific. They need to know that there's a program. So if I just say, like when you go to a doctor and they just say, well, stop eating salt. Like you have high blood pressure, stop with the salt, stop with the sugar, stop with the fats. People can't process that. They need a plan. So now I'm on a plan. I need this ounces, this. I eat 3 times a day. I do the intermittent fasting. So all of that stuff started to come together. And if it works for me, then everyone can walk around feeling amazing.
But
And
I
that's what we
got a
wanna
question
feel.
for you. Because you're eating that one meal after you fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't drive your body and just eat an elephant in the room because your body goes
No.
into shock.
No.
How do you overcome the change of anger That you get what do they call that? Hangry. I'm guilty of hangry.
My God, do you know how long it took me
Oh my
to
God,
get to
yes.
the point where I could fast from 7 o'clock at night to 12 noon? It took about 3 months.
7 o'clock at night to 12 noon. Okay.
Yeah, it took about 3 months. And then all of that survival stuff comes into play. The panic that there's not going to be food and I have to eat and I'm hungry. And my husband was so funny. He would just sit there and look at me and say, "You're not going to die." It's hunger comes and it goes. You're going to be okay. Have you ever died from fasting? I said, no. He says, you're not going to die. And it took me a while, to just tell myself, it's only food. I'm not going to die. But then the problem was, until I went on to this portioned plan of how many ounces to eat, etc., what would happen at 12 noon would come and I would eat like an elephant, like an animal.
Everything.
And then I would be so sick and feel so full. And then when we started putting me on the portions, then I was fine.
Made more sense.
And made more sense because I was also eating food that my body needed. So chemically, I was being satiated. Then also, because of the type of food I was eating, more vegetables and salad, you chew longer. And it takes, how long does it take for the body and the stomach to make the connection that it's full? It's about 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah. I'm not saying I sat there and munched out on lettuce like a cow for 20 minutes. But, the first 5 minutes in, finally, then my brain could settle down and say, you're not going to die. It's okay. This is enough food. So it's eating, I fast till noon, and then I eat at noon, 3, and 6. So I'm not ever hungry. I'm completely satiated and more energy. And more than that, my numbers are going up. My cholesterol, my everything.
Do you think that you feeling like I'm not going to have food goes back to old beliefs? We had a friend in yesterday, we were talking about she has abandonment issues. And she came here because she just needed to be around some friends. And I said, where does it come from? And she told us where it came from. Do you think this fear of not having food goes back to something else?
Yeah.
Maybe not with you, maybe with somebody else, I don't know.
My dearest friend in Israel has this issue, and I can say that she's not listening, so it's okay. We went to a bar mitzvah in Israel, and she was, if I take one bite, I won't be able to stop. I think there's a lot of people like that, right? Okay.
Like gamblers.
It's an addiction.
Right.
So it's not even going back to it's an addiction. It's a form of an addiction, and it could be abandonment, it could be fear of not having enough. And I'm going to propose something also. I think that could also be, you can go back like into past lives and the Holocaust where you didn't have enough and there was scarcity and lack. So food becomes a way of filling that empty hole. So there's the empty hole coming from not having a life of purpose and passion and mission. That's a big empty hole today. I'm amazed when I go out into corporate and I'm teaching, making impact and income, doing what you love. People want to do what they love. And now that doesn't mean that, let's say, for example, you're in the mailroom and you're, I would say maybe some people love that, maybe some people don't love that. It's a job, it pays the bills. But if you're doing it in a way that connects to a bigger vision that empowers and aligns with your vision for the world, if it's a company that's all about healing, about doing the best they can for humanity, then that satiates you. So when you're satiated on that level, then you don't want to stuff yourself with food. Now, if you're not satiated in that way, you need to look into that and ask yourself, how can I round myself out? How can I satiate myself that way? But then there's addictions, fueled by a lot of this stuff. So when we were in Israel, it was really funny. So we were at a bar mitzvah and there was this huge sweet table. So she said to me, I said, I'm here for you, girl, I got your back. So she said, what does that mean? I said, I'll go to the sweet table. I said, you stay here. And I went and I checked out the whole sweet table and I put one of everything on my plate and I took a bite and I went, no, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it.
She was the sampler on the sweet table.
Hysterical.
And I went back to her and I said, not worth it, don't even go there.
I ate it all.
That's like you're going in to check things out, like Aaron when he went into the.
Talking to the mic. Bring that microphone.
Sorry, it's like when Aaron went in to check if Israel was okay. You were checking if the food is okay and saying no, it's not worth the extra calories.
But when we live our purpose and we go back to our vision of what we're talking about, your vision, your purpose, your passion, some of those fears change? Are they filled now with more soul-filling opportunities?
Yeah, that's what's been happening these past couple months. I'm amazed what I've been able to do with this, because I have struggled. You know, my journey started about 4 years ago. I broke my foot on vacation, hiking. Yeah, and I was flown home and had to go into surgery right away. And then 6 weeks later, I was told, the orthopedist said, don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be able to go back to all of your activities. I started my activities and cracked the foot again in the same place. So this started a whole journey of going to another orthopedist, ended up down in Miami with the guys that deal with the Panthers, went into a boot for about 2 years because that was the only way to deal with this. And what do you think happened in those 2 years? Do you think I stayed skinny and trim? What do you think happened? I was not satiated. I was not happy. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck in that boot and I couldn't function. So then I started going into menopause, all the hormonal stuff. And so it was like a trifecta. So finally, getting everything back in order. And that's the other thing, you know, is he, in conjunction with Dr. Pizzula Bergs, I went on bioidentical hormones. So it's been a whole picture, a whole person approach to rebooting myself. Because the truth is when we're satiated, mind, body, and soul, we live long and healthy lives. All the research shows that when you're unhappy, that's the breeding ground for disease.
And we talked about that in the last hour, is getting rid of some of the fears and changing your mindset and all these self-limiting beliefs. And our producers are all here, and sitting here and doing a manifestation workshop, or something that we talked about as a team building. Because far too much, listen, we're all in our 50s, maybe not you, Freddie, but we are here. And the changes of our hormones and all that other stuff. But you know, we understand where our anxiety comes from. We've got children, partners, spouses, careers, finances. They have them. So for them to be this stressed and have anxiety and not feel well and be tired at this age, we're setting them up for failure going forward.
Right.
So we need to change their mindsets or help guide their mindsets to a more positive place. And with that, maybe then we're living our passion and our purpose as teachers and leaders, right, and healers.
That's so important. We got to do it. We got to stand up. And part of my seminar, the keynote is, number one, you're going to war. Life is a war. Challenges happen. We got to fight. Number two, you got to stand up. You got to stand up, walk into your passion, walk into your purpose, make the impact that you were born to make. There is only one you. It's not about what anybody else is doing. It's about what you're doing and what you were born to do. And you feel that inside. You know. I mean, I'm sure you've had days here at the studio where you've come home and said, that was a good day. My life is in the green. It worked. Things ran smoothly. We made an impact. People's lives were changed. They were impacted. Is there any better feeling than that?
Right, they all walked in today. We had the door closed, and one after another, and I sat back for that split second. I thought, wow, look at this amazing crew we have, this extended family, and they work hard, and they're smiling, and they're learning, and they're growing. And what an amazing feeling it is to know that this is all part of our family. That to us is like the greatest reward.
That's
right,
your
to
reward.
pass it on to the next generation. How do people find you before we go to commercial break?
So it's goodtobetter2020@gmail.com, and it's the word two, T-O, not the number 2. So goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
And you look beautiful, so stay tuned. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You can contact Ann Dector at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Stay tuned. My partner's so very busy over here. He's like a child and his Tinker Toys. I'm so sorry. You remind me of Aaron building Legos.
If I don't plug in my phone, all my friends that are watching are gonna go away.
We'll be right back.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Ann Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
What we're really excited about with this new part of the reef is to see what happens with the animals moving from one side to the other and what the growth will be from 10 years worth of mature corals and sponges and things, and what the movement will be onto the new reef.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit. To be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo coffee growers and roasters have that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
She's the only one that plays along.
She plays her bell well?
She's the only one that plays along.
Now where's Slick going? I don't know where he's going.
I have no
So
idea.
sad. We are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Slick, where you going?
He's going around.
He went around. What are you doing?
Where are you going, Slick? I'm on.
Anyway, we're moving on.
He's getting chill. We've got
That's-
more producers in the house. We've got Shane in the house and Hector. What a Wednesday is all I can tell you. Talk about a production house. We were talking on this wonderful Wednesday about living your purpose, your passion, your vision. We also have Patty from Fem City. We've got Ann Dector, goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. We've got Lauren Cohen. And Patty, I'm glad you're joining us for the whole hour, actually.
Yes, it's been a busy few weeks, but today I'm excited to be here for the entire 1 to 2.
Is everyone here a femme?
Yes. Well, we have a trial femme now
Nice.
with Anne.
You're a trial?
So yes, everyone in the room is with Fem City.
I'm a
Boca
trial
del
too.
Rey.
You're a trial too. I don't think I'm gonna pass.
You don't think you're gonna pass?
Yeah, you look quite cute in those heels.
I'm gonna pump up my
trial
pumps.
femmes are fleecing me out of the studio, but it's good. I'd rather be cold than hot, I can say. They're going, it's a little warm in here.
We're not taking enough of the bioidenticals, I guess.
There you go.
I'm taking them, and I'm still flushing.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God.
Freddie, are you hot over there?
There's a breeze.
With all the women?
There's a breeze behind me.
There's always a breeze behind
You know, have you over your menopause?
Have I what?
Are you over the menopause? It's 70 degrees in here.
Am I over the menopause?
Are you over it?
Are we ever over the menopause?
No. The answer is no.
You have to wear gloves.
Yeah. Wear gloves.
I don't
wear
think
shades,
gloves help.
Wear gloves. something like
It must suck to be a woman sometimes.
I love being a woman. I love being me.
Oh my God.
I just feel sorry for everyone else around me, but I love who I am.
I know, but it's such a sad thing because men have to live with the pain of your
It is the
menopause.
fortunate
They don't have
side
to.
of what
Oh,
you
no,
get
we
to
have
do.
to.
Choices.
No, we have no choice.
My husband
We-
says a happy wife is a happy life, and
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
guys adopt that,
I
it's
heard,
all good.
I heard that. I heard
It's
all
all
about
good.
that. I heard about the happy and the this and the men run around the house and you guys run it and the whole nine. I heard it, all of it, all of it. It never gets better because I notice when a woman is happy, there is an ounce more that you have to reach.
Because it's our job to push you. To
That's what it
grow
is.
to the next
That's why you
level.
live to 86 and we die at 74 because you keep pushing us into the
That's
early
Wayne.
grave.
That's Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Planning is what it's all about.
The whole everybody
But
came
you
up with the
know what? I
number.
love this because this is a group of people who can talk. I don't think I've ever been asked about my menopause on live on the air.
How's that
which
going
I'm
for you, by the
clutching
way?
a little
You
more.
volunteered the information.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
like, you know,
Thank
as
you.
an aside, not as a,
Thank
you know,
you.
something to be
You
focused
see, you're
on.
the
So
only one
blushing
here.
from ear to ear.
Why are you blushing?
Anyways, flushing.
You're having a hot flash?
Yes, we all do. Not you.
You having a hot flash too? What is it,
No,
a club?
not necessarily.
Let's make the hot. You froze.
Everyone.
Let's make the hot
Not having
flash.
any.
Let's make the hot flash club.
Would you like some cold hands?
That's right, yes,
Right?
yes,
Wait,
we
should
got
I
a little-
touch everybody?
little chill here.
But here's the thing. The fact that we're friends, the fact that we are, I'm going to say this, we're on a shared mission, all of us, to impact the world for the better, then we can talk about things that really matter. Then it's okay to bring up whatever.
Like
And-
menopause.
Menopause, thank you, you said the word.
Don't be
That was
shy.
the first part of that.
You noticed she was gonna jump over that word.
Yes.
No.
But that's why I brought Lauren on the show with
Oh,
me.
Lauren, she don't hide nothing.
Because Lauren has been a longtime friend.
And I can say whatever I need to say.
And you do.
do.
The thing is, you do say whatever you need to say.
And she's been, it's very important. One of the keys to being very successful in life and staying focused with your vision, staying focused on what you're here to do, is to make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people.
Oh no.
Freddie!
Okay.
This is dangerous. Do I need to call Dan?
Call him Dan. Actually,
Dr. Dan.
Freddie's watching me touch everybody. Dan is watching me touch everybody and freaking
that
out.
burns.
actually.
Probably is.
Seriously,
Spray-
don't
that
touch
burns.
anybody.
What are you
your hands
spraying now?
Microbiome spray. We're healing everybody.
What is wrong with you? You got me right in the eye, first of all. Why are you spraying that in the middle of a sentence here? What the hell's the matter with you? I swear to God, I'm going to put a glove over your head. It'll be the walking
Like
rubber.
I think we need more levity, you know? There's not enough.
Does smell nice.
Have you ever?
You know,
I'm sorry. Now that I can't see you, I'm blind. Jeez Louise, that burns.
sorry, I don't even know how you do that with your eye.
I don't know how you do that with squirting me directly in the face. Okay, so you were saying.
I don't even know what I was
I don't know what you were saying either. I just got like a jolt in my
Like-minded
face.
people, surrounding ourselves with
Oh,
like-minded
there you
Surrounding
go. There you
ourselves
go.
with like-minded people
Which is great.
really important.
It is, and it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good. It empowers you and it keeps you focused.
We call them your soul pods.
Your soul pods.
And I'm gonna tell you, you women go through menopause and men go through change of life. I got this tattoo, and I was accused of going through change of life, and that's why I got it. And I said, no, I got it because I sort of liked it. I got drunk one night, and there it is. There you go. And there it happened. So
Our
I,
soul pods.
yeah, but again, I don't care. People, you can't make up other people's minds. They're gonna think whatever they want to think about you.
Right.
And it is what it is.
But
and-
it's important that you have like a support system. That's crucial in life.
But you know what I've realized is that everybody, even those that you think are at the top of the mountain, they
What
all
mountain?
got stuff. Whatever mountain it is that we envision everyone higher than ourselves.
What
and
mountain?
Everyone has.
Everyone
different
thinks there's
types of
somebody
stuff.
else that's they're on the top of the mountain. They've got it all. Well, you know what? So do you. Everyone has it all. Because you never know what the other person's got going on, but everyone's got something, but everyone's got it all. It's just what level you're at. So I think we shouldn't be envying anybody else.
And what
We should
tools
just
you
be-
have in your toolbox to deal with the challenge.
We should just be the best of who we absolutely can be.
But can you handle being honest with yourself? Can you say, you know, I am the best I am. I am the best at what I do. I believe in me. Can you handle saying that and believing it? Like the guest in the first hour.
About believing in your heart.
You got to hold
You
on
know,
to
Lauren
that.
and I talk about being an entrepreneur a lot, the challenges of being an entrepreneur, and right?
We go through.
We go through them. There are major challenges. It's part of our purpose, right? To be out there as women entrepreneurs,
helping others,
being
Having
impact
an
driven.
impact, right.
That's
With
part
a
of it.
purpose.
With a purpose, and it's not easy. Lauren always
Not
tells
easy.
me, you know, as a okay, I can't even get into all your accredited. As a lawyer, what else do you do? I mean, just
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. But
Now, let me ask you, you're successful in a lot of stuff.
Right.
Femme City is successful in a lot of women, a lot of stuff. Adjustments in life
Absolutely.
happen on an everyday scale. So even though you think I've reached the promised land, there's another adjustment coming. Same thing in your life?
And life happens too. So you have to adjust to be responsive. Like you have to be adaptable. And that's challenging because you get into a groove and you think, oh, here I am. And then something happens or the administration changes or there's things you can't control and you just have to learn to adapt. And that's why the support system and the soul pods are so important. Like I rely on Anne a lot for a lot of support in a lot of ways and vice versa because it's a trade-off. Like I provide support in different ways and there's a lot of spiritual interaction.
isn't that what they
goes
call
on.
like a mastermind? It's like creating a group of people that together, this
Are
one
better
has
than-
this.
right.
You're better than.
Do you ever feel as a high-level entrepreneur that when you talk to one of your friends or a soul pod, you can't be who you are because they may judge you, or can you be totally authentic with what you want to say?
It's challenging. That's an interesting question
Good
because
balance.
there's different types of friends that you have, and a lot of people think I'm nuts, and I am. I mean, as an entrepreneur,
And proud of it.
Proud of it.
That's right.
Entrepreneurs are crazy. If you're not crazy, you're not really an entrepreneur, and you have to.
Because you're up at
Did you get that?
5:30 in the
You're up
morning.
Yeah, you got that?
What
Literally.
would you say to Ann? Oh my gosh, what a horrible day. I had this and this and this go wrong.
Yeah.
Or do you say, you know what? Everything's great.
No.
Even though
No,
you're
you don't
going
say
down the
everything's
rabbit
great.
hole.
You have to find the gratitude in the adversity for sure, but it's not always great. You have to work through things. I mean, we all have our own personal challenges and professional challenges, and the key is that you're not only impacting others but impacting yourself. My biggest challenge is finding balance because I'm a single mom, and it's my son wants my time and my clients want my time, and if I don't give the clients the time, then the son can't get the time. So it's a trade-off sometimes.
And when do you have time for yourself?
This is a very good question. So
Is
this
there a time of
very
day
good
where you
question.
stop
No.
all of those things and say, this is me
No,
time, or
she's
this is
24/7 as part of my support, being part of her soul pod, because she's given me permission to be in that role.
Uh-oh.
Is I will say you need to make time for this relationship, or you need to make time for you,
Yes,
or
for our
I'll-
relationship even.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I just needed a break. My son was driving me crazy, and my boyfriend said, "Okay, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take you, give you a massage. I'm gonna take your son." He took my kid. He got my car washed. He's probably watching. He got my car washed. He came back with a clean car. It was filthy. My kid with baseball cards. Me with a massage, and I was like, "Wow!" Like
vacation.
that, like It was 2 hours or less, but it was like the best 2 hours of my weekend because it was like time for me, and I didn't have to think. It was nice.
It was done automatically for you.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had 6 meetings. Her and I don't communicate. Things just happen. So I put people in the seats.
Did I not tell you this was an organic place?
Yes, absolutely. I know this. I remember very well.
But people were in here. I put them in seats, and then we had some new producers that came, and we had to talk to them. So I took one of the girls, one of the young ladies. I says, "You're going to work with me," and I put her in a meeting, and I let her finish the meeting. And then I put another one in another meeting and finish the meeting. And then we had a problem over here, so she's like,
Did they even know what was going on in these meetings?
It doesn't matter.
They just had to ad lib it.
That's
Whatever
right.
it is.
You go to school and you tell me that you're a PR person. Okay, I want to see how much intelligence you learned in the last 4 years, and then you and I will go over it. And she was great. So her reward was, now this is a woman that I just met 2 minutes ago. I put her on the set, and we put her on camera, and she was like, but you know what? That's okay. It works. Because if you wait for life to tell you, here's a chance, come on, let's do something, you're going to be waiting a long time. You got to make it
And
happen.
yet, when the opportunities do come up, you have to be cognizant of them as well, because they're coming up all the time.
It's like our morning time, our morning drive time, which means I now get up at 5:30.
I'm shocked she beats everybody here.
I'm here before anybody else.
But Dawn, what is it that is getting you out of the bed in the morning? This is beautiful. This I'm going to work this with you. What's getting you out of bed in the morning?
The opportunity that we were given to
do
be
what?
on drive time.
To get here before me.
But why? Why? It's just the fact that you're fame, for example, is
It's
not
not
enough
the
of a
fame.
reason to get out of bed. What is propelling you out of bed at 5:30 in the
Dawn,
morning?
what is it that makes you get here at 7 o'clock in the morning?
At 8 o'clock in the morning? The opportunity of being on a morning show at 9 a.m. and doing everything that we have worked so hard for 4 years. This has been a dream of yours.
Has been.
That we were gifted for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is an opportunity that no one can believe. I'm actually up and out of bed and in the shower by 6:15, out the door by 7:45.
But again, it's giving you a voice. What is the voice? What is the message that is underlying your getting up at 5:30 in the morning?
I like this.
What is the message?
Come on, Dawn.
that I'm living my passion, that I love what we get to do at another level.
And what do you get to do?
Share and educate. We got to come on today through the coronavirus, everything that's going on and all this fear, and give hope and give an option with these simple
Wait, I gotta
products.
stop you. I gotta stop you.
Yes. It wasn't about us.
What propels you out of bed at 5:30 in the morning is this incredible vehicle of this studio so that you can share the message of hope.
True. Fact.
That's
All
what
day.
prepares
That's pretty
you.
good.
It's very true.
I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I got a new coffee maker. Thank you to Sarah.
Oh,
the best
come on.
coffee.
Let's stay here. Let's stay
No,
here,
I'm
Freddie.
going to tell you.
Come on.
You got. Wait, hold on. The motivation. I know I'm coming to do this. I'm already past today. I'm worried about tomorrow. I get in here. I got my new cup of thermos coffee. Tastes delicious. That camera was busted. I was wondering how we were going to get the money to fix it. Teddy came in, touched it. It came back on.
But the reality is we want to stay focused on this message because it's so powerful.
Not your new coffee pot.
Not your coffee pot.
It's a means to an end, but the coffee pot could be a means to him being more
What
positive,
motivated you to get
maybe.
up in the morning? Your coffee pot?
Grateful. He's grateful about the coffee.
Man, what motivates me is this set right now. Is watching these guys do what they do, how they do it.
Slick.
And I'm going to tell you something,
Because
they
you're
are the
making
best.
a difference in the younger generation.
Because I'm telling
and that's
them,
what you love to do, Freddie.
I'm telling them, your
Can you
message
say yay or
is
nay?
you can.
Yes, you're
and
making a
mine
difference
is
in their lives.
listen. My message is listen to her because you can.
You're making a difference in their lives. Slick was here with me before you. Teddy was here. He swept that studio. He put the chairs out, got ready for the networking event. They did our 9 a.m. show. They packed up. They did another show with a kid running for State House. They went and did a mini. They came back here. These kids are spectacular.
Well, they're
the
the best.
opportunity to share
Okay,
hope.
so why are they spectacular? Because these kids are buying into your mission. They're piggybacking on it.
Yes.
They're aligning with it. You're showing them something. We're in a world now that is so dim. And okay, we got the coronavirus thing, but before that we had there's
Something.
something.
There's
Always something.
Always
Okay?
something.
Right? So here we have a group of kids who are coming in and they're piggybacking on your vision of hope and making a difference. Now, when we all can surround and connect ourselves with people like that, like Lauren in her capacity as a lawyer and entrepreneur and an immigration attorney and all the things that she does, where we connect is not on the fact that she's an attorney. We connect on the fact that she wants to impact and change as much as I do. That's the force, that's the drive that connects us, not what we do. So people have to really clue into this. I'm very passionate about this,
Can you
okay?
tell?
Can you tell? Just a little bit of touch. We have to clue into this, is that it's not just about money. The money comes
and goes.
Oh, yeah, girl. It comes and goes, but the impact is long lasting. I want to tell you this crazy story that I couldn't believe happened. You know, we have our teenagers. If I told this story, I can't remember, but I've been sharing it a lot because it really talks to what it means to make an impact. So my 15-year-old, he decides for community service hours that he's going to help out in our synagogue. He's going to put together the Kiddush after services.
So if people don't know what that is, it just means that there's a meal we do after services, and volunteers usually put it together, and it's a communal gathering. So he needs community service hours, X amount of hours, and he goes to the person who organizes this at the beginning of the year, and he says, do you need help? Can I help you do this? I never asked him or told him, but he has seen me my whole life cook and invite people for Sabbath meals every time we're at events. Yes? No? That's who I am. Always serving and cooking, and he decided that
Someone's got to do
Right,
it.
exactly.
Clearly,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
me.
saying.
he has seen me do that since he's a little pup. So I go to the organizer just recently, and I said to him, I said, how's my son doing? Are you still going to sign off on community serve-out hours? Because it's already like the end of March almost, and we need to know, because if you're not going to do it, I need to find a different venue for him. He says to me, he goes, he says, even if your kid needed 1 hour, even if your kid needed 30 hours, and he only gave me 1 hour, I would sign off on the 30. I said, really? I said, why? He says, because he comes to me in the morning and asks me, about how many people do you think I should set up for? What time do you want me to be back? He goes, I see someone who takes interest and care in what they're doing. He says, to me, that's more important than anything else. He's really impacting me and showing me that there's hope and future for for this generation, because they can care for others. They can think about somebody other than themselves.
And they do.
I was stunned.
Much to our surprise sometimes,
Much to our
right?
surprise.
We don't expect it.
Oh, I do expect it.
Okay.
See, that's the difference. Is I expect my kids to show up, have a good work ethic. My children, my biological children, have a good work ethic, be kind to each other, and always have hope and faith. We expect the same thing from this crew. I don't know how we could expect anything less of everybody.
But doesn't
We
it
should
give
always
you
elevate.
such satisfaction and satiation? I love that word, satiation, to see that it actually happens, that it actually manifests as such.
I always say I'm proud of them, and then I would say to them, you know what, it doesn't matter if I'm proud of you. You need to be proud of you, because you are the young adults who you are. But I want to ask Patty, because Patty,
Sorry, Patty.
she helps me do so many things, right? So Patty is my Rodan and Fields, and Patty is Fem City, and I may have an email and I don't answer for 3 days, and she'll send me a reminder email. Just, do you need this? Do you not? And she takes care of it. Talk about, you work with another company. This is not
Yes.
it is yours, but it's through another company.
My business as a distributor, yes.
But you're always there for people. And then you're always facilitating all these femmes. You think it's hard with 4 femmes on set? Imagine having 200 femmes that you're dealing with.
It is so rewarding, and we talk about your passion and connecting to your passion. My passion is connecting, whether it's connecting people to resources, people to solutions for challenges with their skin, with their business, whether it's connecting them just to other people and other support.
But what does
That's
that give
what
you,
I'm
Patty?
passionate.
What's the connection give you?
The connection, it gives me joy and satisfaction. So, that's really why I do all of the things that I do, is it does kind of, underlie to that passion of connecting. And one thing I'm really excited about with Fem City, we're connecting women. March is International Women's History Month. And it's kind of funny, I was reading an article just about the history of Women's History Month, and Women's History Month has been recognized since 1911. You don't think about women having a lot of rights or voice.
No vote. Vote.
Back in 1911.
Right.
But it's been recognized in some fashion since that time. Now, it was, I think, 1975 that it was officially made a day, International Women's Day. And then, of course, through everyone recognizing all of the contributions and work that women do kind of behind the scenes and maybe not getting recognized, it grew into a week. And now back, I think, late 80s, it was the whole month. So March is a really good month for women.
You know what I find interesting is we talk about women entrepreneurs, and earlier, maybe it was yesterday, you talked about people doing things for money. Totally different in what you're doing with Fem City. Your
Yes.
ROI is not money. You're not You're not selling anything. You're not making money back through FemCity. So when people say, "What's my ROI?"
I know.
What's your ROI?
Community.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
necessarily money.
Community.
What is your ROI?
Joy, community, satisfaction.
And I think that's a big concept that we put forward is we do a lot of growing business. And we had a show on, a year and a half ago, and this woman sat with us and she said, "What is my ROI?" And this and this and this. I said, "I don't know. What do you want?" She goes, "I want to grow. I want to do this. I want to share." I said, "Well, then that's your ROI." And she says, "Touche." She said, "Maybe it's not money." I said, "Maybe it's not." So we can't judge others on their ROI if it's not maybe our
Well, but
ROI.
then
is
I
different,
gotta ask a
right?
question. Then you build. I mean, money's it's business.
I mean, does it keep our lights on? Absolutely.
But it's how you spend the money. If you put the
Success-
money successfully back
Success
into your
is
business,
not
and-
necessarily money. It does not translate equally. They are sometimes, often tied together in some way, but it's not the be-all, end-all.
And Lauren, you do a lot with helping people. You set up foundations. These foundations need money to run, but maybe the founder of the foundation isn't necessarily making $1 million,
No.
but they have a passion and
Right.
a purpose. Their ROI is something different.
Impact, again, it's impact, for sure, impact, and making a difference and accessing funds to help the underprivileged or the disadvantaged, absolutely. I mean, it's super important to not, within the for-profit world, you can certainly have an impact, but within the not-for-profit world, your impact can be that much greater, and there's access to grants to help you to fund that so that you can really have that impact, because not everybody can afford the services that are available out there, and it's really important that they have access to them, because some of them have great ideas and great concepts and can have a really great impact on people, but they need to have access to those funds. So that's why there's 501c3s and foundations and all of that, and it's very impact driven. I spoke with somebody last night that started one in Los Angeles, and a very, very big entrepreneur died in a serious car accident. He died Monday, and it's been resonating across the entrepreneur circles. And she started this nonprofit because he inspired her to do it. And it's just very meaningful because you're right. It's all about impact at the end of the day, and that's part of why I love working with nonprofits.
And that's a whole nother balance. And you and I talk about balance of the business, of our crew, of bringing people forward, of foundations and authors. And there's a lot to balance and still keep the lights on, right? And still eat the things that we need to do.
Well, I always call it the ugly side of business. Somebody's got to go and get the ugly in, because I mean, you got to make deals to make things happen. But it's how you place it. It's what you do with it. And I used to create not-for-profits when I was in New York in the day.
I remember you said that.
And I'm Little League Baseball. I made them buy a building,
I know, right?
and they made money off this building as a not-for-profit. But it kept hundreds of kids playing ball, which was phenomenal. And then they threw me out the league because I became a threat. But the funny thing here is, if you teach people to fish, they will live forever, right? So it isn't
But if you fish for them,
it ain't gonna work. But you don't want to say that making money is a bad thing. You want to say it's part of the formula.
It's
the
impact
purpose,
and
as long as
income.
And-
Impact and income. It
And
goes
women
hand in
have
hand.
had it harder than men. And I mean, we talked about Saudi Arabia where they just got the right to drive. I mean, are you serious? Really? Try telling my mother that.
I would like somebody to drive for me. That would be nice.
That would be
having the right to drive is just a natural.
That should be a law, because you
there
guys
should be
waited
a
so
law.
long. You should be a law that the males had to drive you around for a week.
Just somebody drive me around.
That's true, but why not? Why is it so out of the box to feel that way? Why not? Why not be more appreciative? Because if you suppress people long enough and you give them a right because they're your equal, we're humans, man. Everybody's equal. Ain't nobody putting on their pants bigger than anybody else.
That's why I say everyone at the top of the mountain. I was talking to someone about this the other day. Some even famous stars. I said, how are they doing? Well, they're having a little bit of a problem with their business, or they've got a problem with their kids, or their boyfriend was in, unfortunately, a car accident. Everyone's got something.
Everybody does.
Right? It's just how we deal with it. Right. And having our soul pods or our femmes or our partners, whatever it is.
There are 3 tips I want to leave us with. Is it that time?
Yes.
It is that time.
And then we'll go into Patty.
So the tips I want to leave you with are this following. We lead with our thoughts, which is our consciousness. We lead with our words, and we lead with our actions. So if we have that vision that mission, that purpose for why we're here. You're here to share hope and to make a difference. I'm here to let people know that making an impact is your God-given birthright. And that's what it's all about. That's my passion. Lauren is here. What's yours?
To make an impact on the people that I work with and help them to live, work, and play around the world.
Patty is here to make connections and community. Freddie is here.
Why are you here, Freddie?
To make a difference in youth. It's
Yeah,
been an
that's a good
underlying.
one.
It's been
I
an
like that.
underlying
All my life.
vision
That's true,
his whole
sure.
life.
All my life.
So when we take all that and we connect that and our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, our words, when they reflect that, that is the win-win for living an impactful and successful life.
And how do people find you?
goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
You're looking spectacular and feeling good.
Spectacular 4 pounds down, baby.
And Patty, when's the next event with Fem City?
Yes, so we actually have a partner event coming up next week on March 12th with Michelle Olson Rogers, who is our membership chair and one of our FEMs. And she is going to be speaking at Macy's, there at Town Center Mall in Boca, in their stories department. It's a brand new store within a store that is all about local businesses. So she's going to be speaking blogging for your business in a changing digital landscape. I have a hard time getting that out. But that is a complimentary event. However, you do have to register through Fem City because we do have some limited reserved seating. And then we have a member-only coffee connection coming up April 3rd, and we'll have our next luncheon April 24th. But I'm really excited. We do have opportunities to attend most of our events as a guest, but for membership, we usually offer an annual membership. We actually have a lifetime membership going on for March in honor of International Women's Month, and you can join for the entire year. $375, one and done, never renew
That's
again.
lifetime.
And that is lifetime.
Really?
And normally a year is like 200 sometimes,
150.
right? 150. So 375 for a lifetime.
That's a bargain. Good
You want
stuff.
to be a woman for a lifetime?
No, I don't. But I would love to attend the meeting.
I know you would love to attend.
I would love to attend the meeting. You know, I just drive on the impact of women's ideology and philosophy about what they do and how they do it. She brought the lady who had Fem City started, and I was
Violet, yeah.
I was mesmerized. Alexa Collins in California. I remember before she started any of that, we met with her in Starbucks. And she asked us the question, should I do this?
Yep.
And we wrote down the cities. She'll tell you, I wrote down all the cities. And Dawn was there. Where you going to be? It says, when you do this, you're going to go into all these cities. And she looked at us like, are you serious, remember?
She
And
was
look
the
at her
ripe
now.
old age of 24, I think, at the time.
And she was definitely ill and came back and the whole nine, right?
Yep.
And look at her. I mean, that's really what it's all about. If you give that whole thing an opportunity, maybe we wouldn't have as many problems as we have now.
That's the goal.
So true.
That is our goal, is one, right? You touch one soul at a time, and imagine touching one soul at a time with hope and goodness, and how that can spread. Maybe faster than the coronavirus is all I can say, right? Amen.
Amen.
And Lauren, how do we get in touch with you? And what do you do? Just give us a brief rundown what you can do to help make an impact.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Cohen, and I help people live, work, and play around the world by making it painless for you to travel and run your business internationally and grow internationally. I can be found at lauren@ecounselinc.com, ECOUNCILINC.com, or to make it easier, Lauren ESQ, like Esquire, like the lawyer, Lauren ESQ @gmail. And you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn and all of that. Also, Lauren Cohen. You can see a picture of my cute little kid when he was 6. And thank you for that opportunity. And I'd love to connect with each of you. And I just launched my new landing page. It's actually launching today. It's about going global. So happy to connect with you.
Congratulations. And Patty, to get the information for the event?
FemCity.com and click on Boca del Rey under locations, or you can also find us on Facebook, Fem City, Boca del Rey, Fem City.
All right, more to
Now,
come.
are you guys going to be in town on Thursday, March 12th
You're at Fem City.
I'm at Fem City.
at 7 o'clock at night?
Yes,
Yes, that's the
6:30 to
stories
8:30.
event.
Ugh,
Yes.
you're done.
Well, this is at 4:30 though.
This is a business to business. We got tickets. You guys
Business to
want
business
tickets to the
networking. It's
business to
Meisner Park
business?
Amphitheater. If you want a couple tickets,
You want
pass them
tickets?
down the table.
I can't. I'm going to Davy.
We got 2 more, okay?
Okay.
If you're looking for tickets for the Meisner Park Amphitheater
Only got a
Business to
handful
Business
left.
event on March 12th, and then after that is in the Rolling Stones tribute band. Oh, and here's your ride, Ann.
Hi, honey. Come
Were
and
you-
Let us know on
Were your
Facebook.
ears ringing?
Or you
Were
can
your
always
ears
give
ringing?
us a call.
Oh, yeah, they're burning.
888-994-4995. Everyone have a wonderful Wednesday. Be kind to each other. Thank you for sharing our show. Thank you for Drive Time. Thank you for watching our show from 12 to 2. And Master Networks is here every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. So more to come.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.